Hi guys, so today I'm going to be showing you how to do pretty basic special effects makeup. So let's get right into it. So as far as materials go, you're going to want either liquid latex or skin-safe glue, some cotton balls, a good amount of fake blood, and a lot of different face paint colors in like red, purple, brown, black, some nice skin tones. So the process for making your cuts with liquid latex and cotton balls is really simple. You're going to unroll the cotton ball and tear it apart into a tiny piece or bigger depending on how big your cut is. You're going to lay down your liquid latex or glue, both work fine. So you're going to lay down a base of that and then you're going to put your cotton piece down onto the liquid latex, and then you're going to cover that with liquid latex until it's fully saturated. You want it as pliable as possible because once you've fully saturated it and it gets a little bit tackier, you can shape it and mold it into the shape of the cut you want. If you want to, you can pull holes in it. You can poke holes in it with the end of a brush or your fingers or a safety pin to make it look however gross you want it to. Once you're satisfied with how that looks, you can do the exact same thing on the other side. You could, I guess, put down one big sheet of cotton and then cut a hole in that, but I think it looks nicer if you put down two little mountains of cotton and then leave a space in the middle for the opening of the cut. So that's what I'm doing here. Again, lay down liquid latex, lay down your cotton piece, fully saturate it with liquid latex, and then play around with it. Once I've done that, I'm just going back into the edges of the liquid latex cut and cleaning them up so I have a sort of seamless transition from latex to skin. Now I am repeating the entire process on another part of my face. Once your liquid latex cuts are tacky, then you want to go in with foundation or concealer and cover them up because 9 out of 10 times the liquid latex won't be the same color as your skin. It's a bit yellowy for mine, so I'm just going in with any foundation and covering that up, and then I finished that off camera because I got frustrated. So once all of your skin is approximately the same color, and if it isn't, don't stress because we're going to cover it with a bruise later, you can start adding color to your cut. So I am putting red right in the center as my base, and then I'm going to be going in with dark brown, black, and purple around the edges of the cut to add dimension and depth. And a quick tip is that in cuts, the brightest part or the brightest color, which is red, should be towards the center of the cut. So don't stress if the color isn't exactly perfect. I'm just going in and blending a little bit more, but if it's not perfect, just remember it will get covered up with fake blood eventually. Now I'm going to go in with an art sponge. These are really cheap. You can get them at any art store or craft store for like $5. And I'm dipping that in a little bit of dark purple face paint and stippling it around the cut to create a bruise effect and then blending it out a little bit because you don't want any super harsh lines with this, but you do want relatively defined shapes and textures. Since this is what you're kind of coloring your skin with, at any point if you notice there are really light parts of your liquid latex showing, like I noticed what was going on and I fixed off the camera, you need to go back in, just go back in with either a red or brown or purple and fix that right up. And then I'm using the same bruising technique with, you can either use red face paint. I like to use my fake blood on the same art sponge because I think it's a better color than the red I have as far as creating something that looks like a bruise. And here you see me noticing that I added a little bit too much red around the cut on my cheek, so I go back in with purple on the same brush I used earlier to break up that solid red color I had going on. Raven hair and ruby lips. Now is the fun part. You can go in and add fake blood. If you have scab blood, which is like a thicker gel consistency, this looks really good in cuts, but if you don't, because I don't, I just use regular fake blood and it gives kind of the same effect. So this is what the finished cuts looked like. They don't have to be perfect because no realistic cut will be. If you're going for a zombie or tired AP student look, you can take purple face paint from before and blend that around and under your eyes, concentrating it on your inner corners. So at this point, my camera decided there was going to be no storage space left, but this is the finished look. I added blue veins under and around my eyes to give an effect of the skin being really thin and translucent there, which makes you look extra undead. The liquid latex and cotton look is a really easy and cheap way to create really cool looking special effects. As always, thanks for watching and supporting the blog, and I hope you have a really spoopy Halloween.